problem 23 says we have 10 quarters that we can use for a parking meter. So for A, it says copy and complete this. I'm just going to write the fill in the blank answers down though. Each time you put 1 quarter in the meter, you have 1 less quarter. So let's call this number 1 and number 2. For our first blank, every time you have 1 less quarter, so the number left, it will be a function of the number used. Let's do number left. And for 2, the second one in this, we will have number used. So the number left will be a function of how many have been used. For B, we want to write a rule for what we talked about here in this this problem. So let's make X the number of quarters used. And Y will be the number of quarters left. So we can write down a rule here, which is the number that are left, which is Y, is equal to, we start with 10 quarters minus the number we have used. So this is our rule or our function. So let's use an example here that we've used 3, which would be X. So we have 10 minus 3, which is 7, which will be how many quarters will be left. Okay, for C, they want us to make a table and identify the range. Let's create a table here, inputs, outputs, so we know that our inputs, we have 10 quarters. So we can use between 0 and 10 of them. We need one more for a 10. So we actually have 11 choices for inputs. Now using our formula here, our function y equals 10 minus x, we can solve all these inputs for the corresponding output. So let's do y equals 10 minus x. Let's do the first one of 0. So y equals 10 minus 0, which is 10. So of course if we use 0, we have 10 left. And I'll just do one more here. So for the next one, we'll have y equals 10 minus, we'll substitute 1 for x. And we'll have y equals 9. So going through all these inputs here, of course we have 10 minus 2, and these guys will just count down. Finally, if we've used all 10 of them, we have 10 minus 10, we have 0 left. And it asks us to identify the range. The range are our outputs. So let's put them in increasing order.